Thank you so much. And I want to say good morning to all of you, and I really thank the Leadership Africa USA and IFISH, and thank you for accommodating our time. As you know, this is a busy week for the Congressional Black Caucus. It's going to be an exciting week. It's going to be a week that will point us forward to progress and change. And I'm an educator, so this is my forum. So as a former member of Congress, Gus Hawkins, who, as all of you know, passed away in 2007, he had a vision and a deeply held belief that student failure is not an option. He believed that the village should be responsible for a plan to improve the educational achievement of Black students across the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we are that village. And I live in a village called Los Angeles, California. And we're a village that sent you the Crips and the Bloods. And now their way of operating in communities has spread globally. We have to attend to our village. And what has happened with our young people is that there are no fathers in the home. That is no indictment of you here, because you're here because you're interested. But it is an indictment of mankind. Learned behavior among African American males was such that when you were brought over here in chains, they took the fathers from the mothers and the babies and sold them. And so we do not know that we fall back on that learned behavior. And so one of the reasons why the gang problem spread so rapidly is that there was no one steering and guiding our young people, not only in the homes but in the schools. And there was a time in this country that your way up and out was through education. So Horace Mann, another great leader in education and also a former member of Congress in, can you believe, 1827 to 1833 said, "Education then and beyond all other devices of human origin is the great equalizer of the conditions of men and the balanced will of the social machinery." Well, too many of our young males don't have that balanced will. They drop out of school. Many of the homes and the custodian parent are too poor to really adequately care for the children. So they're out working, and the young people make it on the streets the best they can. We got to change that. Because these men whose shoulders we stand on held an unshakable belief and devotion to the education of our young people. And this responsibility not only fell on the shoulders of great leaders such as Horace Mann and Gus Hawkins, but on our shoulders as well. The responsibility belongs to all of us as parents and teachers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, neighbors, the clergy, and so forth. We must be concerned about all of our children, and particularly those who look like us. And when I was a school psychologist when I was with the school district in my other two lives. And I was speaking to 17,000 psychologists in San Francisco, and they had a week-long conference. And I said, you know what? You can do away with your conferences and get the movie Boys in the Hood. And if you saw that movie, you will know what the social condition has created in our communities. And the scene where the professional mother goes to pick up her out-of-control son, and she takes him to his father, and she looks him in the eye and she says, "I can raise my son, but you're the only one who can teach him to be a man." So we must pass that on. And it is my hope that as you listen to your expert speakers today and as you participate in this forum, that you will go back into your own communities and encourage our young people and shape their behavior so that they can be men and man up, and they can be educated and competitive in this global environment. And when our President Barack Obama speaks to children and tells them what their responsibility is as a student, we need you to support that notion, because the only thing that will free us completely, and particularly our young men, is to have an education. No one can take that away from them. And we must all be educators. This is a teaching moment. Thank you so much.